Alright, hey, I'm back. Play some spring training baseball. Waiting for the OSFM rosters to come out so that I can restart a franchise mode, and I'll just skip through spring training once those rosters are out. But this at least gives me a chance for the dynamic difficulty to stabilize. Give me just a second here. I'm going to bring up the comments on my laptop. I don't like that shit being on the side of the screen. It's distracting and takes away from how much I'm able to see. Gotta find it though. Okay. Alright, the first couple games, I sort of played them like spring training games. Where I brought guys in. At the end of the game, I'm going to kind of stop doing that. I'd rather just play. Like it's regular season. The one thing I don't like is there's not like a tutorial or anything, but I'm pretty sure that the green circle is the player's energy level, and you can barely see it. Whereas in last year's game, there was like a meter that was a lot more visible. I need to start giving some of these guys a day off. Sorry if you can hear my chair in the background, it's kind of loud. I've really struggled with Javier Baez so far. I think it's his closed batting stance.
Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today, spring training action from the Cactus League between the Cleveland Indians and the Cubs.
Yeah, in the past I've struggled with guys with closed batting stances.
With that, here's a look at Terry Francona's tribe starting nine. EK, any thoughts?
Well, I know these pitchers are going to have to be careful dealing with Jason Gibbons. He works hard at his craft, and he really knows what works for him at the plate.
And really, those are the pitches that I do the most damage on. Go back and see I've been pretty dependent on home runs so far.
John Lester is
the
man towing the rubber for the Cubs in this one.
Fastballs.
What do we need to know here, EK?
Yeah, Matty, a real effective outing for him in his last start. Got the
right
win,
now it's in the
did not
pitching
give up
well
any
ahead of my
runs.
hitting.
He'll try and do that again here.
At the plate, Francisco Lindor, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Lester's ready. Here comes the 3-2. And a good pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game.
Well, off to a good start here as he gets him with the fastball. I know it sounds obvious, but that's going to be an important pitch for him. How is he going to be able to locate it going forward? That'll be something to watch as this game progresses.
Hit out towards second. Baez has it. Throw on to first. 2 gone.
Batting third, the designated hitter, Carlos Santana.
Carlos Santana gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he takes a cold strike 2.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball. 93, 94. That's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
Got him swinging in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Indians go down 1-2-3. And now... And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Eric, who should we keep an eye on?
Well, you know, a key guy for this ball club has been Jason Hayward.
Really enjoying
I think he does a great job of taking what's given to him. Never tries to do too much. Knows how to extend an at-bat and get the pitch he's looking for.
Danny Salazar is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Cleveland. Eric, any thoughts?
Remember, guys, this is someone that will come at you with 4 different pitches. He'll change velocity, he'll go up and down, the break on the pitches makes it a real challenge for a hitter.
With a moment now, let's give you a look at how the Tribe stacks up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic.
Even Tomlin at the back end of the rotation.
Well, guys, this manager loves to do the defensive shifts. So we're going to see a lot of odd formations as the game goes along. I can't wait to see how it works.
That's among the best in baseball.
In now, Dexter Fowler, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
And you know, guys, he's not quite as successful when he's batting left-handed in general. He tends to have more success from the other side.
1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there.
Boy, when he's got that thing going good, it just takes a nosedive right at the end.
Hits this one hard the other way. Throw to first is in time for the first
out.
out.
He throws that changeup a lot. And they have trouble.
I think he got away with one right there. I mean, this is a fastball right down the middle. And he just smokes this ball, too. But unfortunately, he hits it right at someone. So it becomes a fairly easy out.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out.
All right, give me a second. I'm going to change the audio to come through my headphones. I hit the wrong button. Sorry. All right.
1-2. Here it comes. And another foul ball. Chop foul over towards the coaching box.
I hate getting into these 2-strike counts because then I'm always late on the fastball
and the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone. Chris Bryant gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. To 2-2 now. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Now a check swing, but that's in there for strike 3 anyway, and the inning is... Michael Brantley makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second. Lester into his motion. Here's the 1-1. Lifted in the air out towards left center. And it's a fly out to start the second, 1 away.
I know the past couple years that I played this game, I've stuck primarily to right-handed pitchers. So when you go back between right and
now
left,
to the plate,
the meter
Mike Napoli.
flips.
He'll get to take his first
And
cuts
for some
here.
reason, I'm just not capable of making that change. It fucks me up more than it probably should. I'm trying to adjust
Chop
this here.
foul right at home plate.
I'm still missing my meter by quite a bit with Lester here, and that's why.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Cut fastball, and he's got to lean out of the way of that one.
I think it's pretty simple. The message here is stop leaning out over the plate. A pitcher's got to be able to work inside, so that's just a reminder there.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
One thing I've seen people complaining about
into the box here in the top of the second, looking to
didn't
keep
even
this
really
inning going.
notice because I had
Still
pretty
looking
good
for our
knowledge of
first
pitching
hit in the
and
ball
the way
game.
pitches move. But you have, I can't even really show it right now. But when you go to throw a pitch, you have that
one up just a
line
little
that
late.
shows the trajectory of the pitch coming in, but it doesn't really clearly show which direction the pitch is going to be moving. I've seen people complaining about that, but it's something I didn't even recognize at first, because I know what direction a cutter is going to move out of a right-handed or left-handed pitcher.
Down in order go the Tribe. We'll go to the
if
bottom
you're
of the
just picking
second,
up the game
no
to play,
score.
you're not going to know that.
Anthony Rizzo strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the...
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone.
If you haven't noticed, I sit
Solo
fastball
home run here
on
for
that
Anthony
first
Rizzo.
pitch.
And the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
Once I get to 2 strikes, I adjust a little bit. But if I come up counts like 2-1 or 1-1, I look fastball and try to crush it.
Standpoint is the fact that it came with the bases empty, leading off an inning. So you can survive it when this guy's hitting just solo shots. It's when he's doing his damage with 2 or 3 guys on base that things can really get out of hand in a hurry.
To play with. This team's loaded.
Standing in now, Jorge Soler. Grounded to short. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
Designated hitter, Kyle Schwarber.
Kyle Schwarber digs in with 1 run in and 1 gone in the inning. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now.
And this is a guy who will not get cheated up there, and he almost came out of his shoes on that one.
And the fastball easy to lay off that time. 2-2.
Yeah, that's a good spot to miss against a guy like this. He loves that pitch up in the zone. Most power hitters do, so that's not a bad idea to give him one above the letters.
Well, he's made 5 or 6 quality pitches in this inning, but he just made the one bad one. And you can bet that's the one he's going to remember.
It's been a while since
the dugout. Good job here, though, because he bounced back to
the
retire
show.
the next
It's
2
probably been
guys
like
that
a
he
good
faced.
4 months since I last played MLB 15.
Into the box, Javier Baez. Swing and a
It's
miss,
taken a
and
while
that
for my
ends the
plate
inning.
discipline to kind of come back.
The Cubs get a run
At the end of
courtesy
playing
of
MLB 15,
Anthony
I was taking
Rizzo.
like 2 walks a game.
We've played 2. It's now 1-0 Chicago.
I mean, dating back to playing
Juan Uribe
MVP baseball.
stand in now to lead things off. 7,
walks.
8, and 9 here to start the 3rd inning.
And maybe one of these guys can
I've
break
probably
this
taken
string
like
of 6
4 or
straight
5 walks in the
retired to
first 6
start the
games
ball
I
game.
played here. I got to be careful with Uribe.
Lester has his target. 1-1 on its way. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Fowler is there, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
I thought for a second that this might make a dent in both the hit and the run column, but he didn't quite get all of it. It's probably the best swing, though, they've had so far.
Now a bunt attempt here, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Let's try the cutter now.
Grounded back up the middle. Baez ranging to his right. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Still working on my defense.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right.
That was kind of an awkward looking
set
play.
himself up, so this is all arm, but he makes it look routine.
Rajay
I
Davis
had one ball
will stand in now with 2 away,
a couple
trying
games
to
ago where
avoid
I
another
just
1,
ran
2, 3
right
inning.
by it with
Yeah,
Zobrist.
this has been
It was a hard hit ground ball into the hole, and I just overran
They
it.
haven't been able to mount any
I had
kind of
another
threat
one on an easy
whatsoever.
fly ball to Hayward where I just didn't get into the circle well enough, and he fucking flubbed it out there.
Indians still in search of their first hit of the ball game.
So there's some elements it's going to take some getting used to.
Line to the right side, and a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one in. Miguel Montero digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3. Into his motion, here comes the 3-1. Definitely a fastball swing there, but a good time for the changeup. It's full 3-2.
Oh, that's a guy up there pretty clearly gearing up for the fastball there, and he didn't get it. That's a good pitch to throw on a 3-1 count to keep a guy on.
I thought he got me. I thought that came back enough.
And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
And that's what I'd call an intelligent at-bat right there. It's good knowledge of the strike zone, and more importantly, of how the home plate umpire calls a strike zone. Got himself a leadoff walk.
Into the box now, Addison Russell. Liner towards second. A dive, and he knocks it down. But they will not get an out on the play as he beats the throw to first, and there are 2 on to start the inning now.
And the key to this is that he's running hard out of the batter's box all the way. You know, with some guys, it's not always the case, but he is really busting it down the line, and he's going to get rewarded with the infield hit.
In the dirt here, but fortunately here, no advance. Has to be thinking strikeout here. This is in the air to left.
Get over his head.
Brantley has to retreat a bit, but he gets there for out number 1.
If that was any other runner on second base, I probably would have tagged off, but that was Montero. He's slow as shit.
Jason Hayward is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
That misses 1-2. Drilled on the ground to short. A bare hand for 1. On to Napoli,
Damn,
and they
sucks.
get 2 here to get him out of the inning. 1 left for the Cubs, but they're up 1-0.
2 hardest hit balls of the inning were counted for the 3 outs.
Francisco Lindor will stand in to begin their half of the 4th, with his guys still looking for their first hit of the ball game.
And still looking for their first base runner, too. 9 up, 9 down.
A breaking ball swung on and missed, and he's set down for the 2nd time this afternoon.
Second baseman number 20.
Striding into the box, Jason Kipnis. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Not quick enough that time, and he's lucky to get another chance. Count remains full. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate.
All right, I should have him set up for a changeup now.
On the ground up the middle. Russell's got it. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Man,
One of the things
and
I
not
loved
only
about
has
this
he
game,
not
especially
allowed a hit
since
to
it
this
comes
point,
to the
but
PS4,
he's also faced the
it
minimum
really
so far.
rewards
You
good pitch
can't do much
sequencing.
better than that.
You change speeds, you move around in the strike
Carlos
zone.
Santana digs
you're
in with
really
his team
rewarded for
still
it.
looking at a 0 in the hit column.
Yeah, they
You
just
get
haven't been able
predictable
to
with
figure it
your-
out
your
yet,
pitch
but it's
sequencing.
still
They'll
early.
punish you.
We're seeing some pretty good pitching so far in this game.
Hard hit ball to second, but right there is the second baseman, and that will retire the side.
Yeah, lucky
Can't
that was
start any
clobbered.
better than this. He's set down the first 12. Carlos Carrasco will come on now and take the ball for the 4th time this spring. At the plate, Chris Bryant. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, it's always a frustrating thing to go down looking, but you know what? Everybody does it. So you've got to let that one go and make the next AB count.
Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2. A On a good changeup, a swing and a miss, and he's set down on strikes for the second time today.
Changeups.
Stepping up to the plate, Anthony Rizzo. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Well, I think he proved that he can turn on a pretty good fastball and hit it out of the ballpark, so you need a different approach in this at-bat.
And he strikes him out as well, so make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen. Swinging a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. And Uribe will make the catch to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Leading off the inning, Michael Brantley, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Still pretty early, but they don't have any hits yet, so you need to get it going offensively.
At the knees for a called strike, and it's back to even at 2-2. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
Well, this
wasn't really planning on going any more than 5 with Lester.
He thinks he's right on it at the plate. And look where it winds up. Completely out of the zone. That's what you want as a pitcher. You want hitters to chase pitches that aren't strikes.
And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. Yan Gomes stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. And the throw to first will indeed get him. It's a strikeout, score at 2. T.J. House is on his way to the mound now as he'll work in his 8th ball game here this spring. Now some movement in the Tribe bullpen as a right-hander starts to loosen up.
Weird.
Chopper right side of the infield. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Second baseman, number 9.
What pitch was that?
Javier Myers comes to the plate looking to put the ball in play. He went down on strikes last time.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Swing and a miss on the sinker, and it's 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Yeah, going right back to the sinker right there, and why not? See if he's going to chase it again.
Left side. And he'll turn and fire a desperation throw to first.
Lindor made that pretty
will
close.
Not be in time, as I don't think he was going to get him anyway, but a fine effort nonetheless.
But this would have taken a superhuman effort right here, deep in the hole. You see, he doesn't have time to plan himself, so he just leaps in the air, fires it across the diamond. Just a great effort, but this was always going to be a base hit.
In now, Miguel Montero. 1-2 as he chases the slider.
Now you got to beware of that sinker. I mean, he'd take a strikeout right now, but I think he still just wants this guy to hit the ball on the ground.
Runners on the move for second. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate.
Really wanted to take that, but I thought that might be called strike 3. That probably would have been all right.
Ready on 1-2. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away. Addison Russell steps in now.
Next for the Cubs, the shortstop, Addison Russell.
Good action on the sinker, 1-2.
And that's where he's at his best. When he gets that sinker running away, he's tough to hit.
Line toward right center. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. The relay throw, and he'll scramble back to first safely. Dexter Fowler digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th.
Yeah, a couple of ducks on the pond out there looking to make that trip home. This is a big 2-out AB right here, guys.
Coming on is Brantley, but he won't get there. It's a base hit. Notch 1 in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate. It's a 2-0 ball game.
He hung that.
Josh Tomlin will trot in from the bullpen as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 out. Some stirring now in the Cleveland bullpen. They'll get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing. Looking to minimize the damage here. High in the air out to center field.
I might just miss that.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Only one in the inning for the Cubs. Juan Uribe will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so against a guy who's definitely in a groove out there.
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through, and they've got to do something to get this guy out of the role that he's been on.
And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. And Uribe able to hold off again, so he moves ahead 3-1.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
3-2. Oh, and he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball
work out of a hole there.
Abraham Almonte stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Baez fields it cleanly. On to first, and there were 2 down.
The right fielder, number 20.
Rajay Davis stands in for the second time. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
And that was one of the hardest hit balls we've had all game, Matt. It's been a pretty feeble effort offensively for his side.
Ah, shit.
Trying to shave that outside corner with the fastball, and he missed it. It's 3-1 now. Hit hard to short. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Indians go down 1-2-3. They trail things here 2-. Chris Bryant gets things started here in the 6th for the hometown team. From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th. Anthony Rizzo will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the 2nd inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. Very weakly on the ground.
Damn it.
That winds up foul for the second
That was a
strike.
good pitch to hit, and I was early. About came out of my shoes.
The 1-2 pitch. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2.
Very good pitch. Should have been a strikeout.
Ripped on the ground to first. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And pretty fortunate here as they do wind up getting the out at first, although the runner will advance to second.
Well, any thought he might have had about getting a double play went out the window when he kicks this thing. But at least credit him for being able to compose himself in time to get the out at first.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Come on,
2
give me a
runs,
fastball.
5 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. 2-1 pitches, a fastball swung on and missed 2-2.
How did I miss it?
And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. In danger now of a second walk out of the bullpen.
Not exactly providing relief. He's got to find it here somehow.
Swing and a looper to left. Brantley over to his left. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
Got a pretty good
I
piece
really
of
like
that.
this call here on the 3-2 pitch. They come with the change, and I doubt he was looking for that. He winds up just lofting an easy fly ball out.
And ball 4 now as he'll take first on the intentional walk.
Who's on there? Is it Baez?
Javier Baez strides in now, and we'll see if he can come through with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th.
Well, there's still a lot of this game left, but it is starting to get late. This is a big
over his head.
opportunity that they don't want to let slip away.
And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Back here on the show, getting set for the 7th now with the Cubs out in front. And before the inning gets underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point.
Bird hits lefties well.
1-1 pitch and a nice call for the change. It's 1-2. I'll tell you, he's been living on that corner all afternoon.
You can tell guys at the plate, they're starting to get frustrated. He just hasn't made many mistakes.
Oh, I almost got him.
When he has, they've been out of the zone.
They finally break through for their first hit of the ball game here in the 7th, so the no-hit bid will end right here.
Yeah, it wasn't even a bad pitch. I jammed him.
Colin Cowgill will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Yeah, it didn't get far enough in. That's a bummer. On an inning with Pat. Some work.
In the dirt, and now let's see. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. And he struck him out.
The 10th
victim set down on strikes thus far.
Not only has he rung up a lot of strikeouts, but he still hasn't walked a batter to this point. So his control has been really, really spot on so far.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Tough fastball that time, but he hangs with it to stay alive.
Set up for a changeup.
Lester sets, looking to put him away here on a ball and 2 strikes.
That's a good eye.
And he'll try to entice him with the changeup here, but it dips below the knees. It's 2-2, and he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game. Joey Butler will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
They're throwing all the righties at me.
Joey Butler.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. And that last pitch was number 74 for Lester in this one. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Yeah, and on 1 and 2, when you know the guy at the plate needs to protect, that's a great spot for that curveball. A lot of guys, they would have gone fishing.
And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now. Here's a line drive into left center. Will that get the job done? It's a base hit. The run scores from second. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
Left it up.
Well, a good job of bailing out his 2 teammates before him who couldn't get that run in. He comes through with 2 away to finally get the job done.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Spencer Patton will come on and get some work as he makes his 2nd appearance so far this spring. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Tap fouled at home plate.
Really the ideal matchup.
1 run, 2 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Joey Butler will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field. Lonnie Chisenhall will stay in the ballgame as he'll take over at first base. Zach Walters is also into the game as he takes over at short. Miguel Montero ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time out.
Yeah, but it was a pretty decent at-bat.
Yeah, good fucking luck.
A lot of pitches and really made the guy on the mound earn that strikeout.
It would have been nice if they were giving me like a 1-1 count.
Stepping in, Addison Russell. He singled his last time up.
They throw me in there in a position where I basically have to swing.
Russell. Your attention, please. This change for the Indians. Now playing first base, number 8. Lonnie.
Line drive to left. And another base hit for him. Now 3 for 3 in this one. The relay. The tag, and he is called out trying for 2. Bad decision.
Well, that's a bit worrisome. I don't want to see very many plays
Dexter
where
Fowler
I hit a ball to the wall and
right
Addison
here.
Russell can't
He's
get a
got a hit
double out
in
of it.
3 tries to this point.
I might have to adjust the sliders for outfield arm or base runner speed if that's going to be a problem.
Right on, but
I
this
doubt
is
you're going to
foul
see
down toward the
a
box
ball
at
this
third.
year that Addison Russell hits to a wall and doesn't get a double out of it.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. 2-2 now with 2 away and the base is empty.
Starting to pick the ball up off this guy a little bit better. Just as the inning's about to end.
And now a swing and a ball hit hard back up the middle. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Cubs are down in order. They lead it 2-1. Roberto Perez will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
I didn't get another pitcher up. Weapon I used very often. Alright, I'll use Grim if it's a save situation. And I'll get Leather Sitch up.
Swing, strike 2. And it looks like the Cubs will get a left-hander up and working out of the bullpen. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Juan Uribe will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. And here's a ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. But no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. And the throw takes off on him. Whoa! Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. Abraham Almonte will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far.
Yeah, just sort of rolling over on it, guys. See if you can make a small adjustment and get through one here.
Jack Leathersich will come out now and make his first appearance of the spring.
I actually went to Fangraphs and looking at some of the player
profiles. The count
profiles.
moves to 2-2 now.
And I did some adjusting to player ratings and rosters.
Oh, it's
Before
on
I
the
started
ground to
this.
second. Did he get his double play? The second for 1.
Oh, he was out.
Now batting, right fielder, Rajay Davis.
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Rajay Davis. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run.
I don't know how the fuck you challenge a play, though.
Yeah, but you got to make sure that he doesn't try to do too much here. Just keep that line moving. Do something productive and give the next guy a chance as well.
I don't know.
One and one, here it comes. And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2.
But anyway, I was saying I was looking at some of these players that we've seen.
Strike 3, and the potential tying run left on base as the inning is over.
Actually,
Stick around because Jason Hayward will lead things off when we come back.
Guys.
It's the Cubs 2 and the Indians 1.
Seems like a guy.
Roberto Perez will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out.
Maybe as a lefty specialist.
Roberto Perez.
Giovanni Urshela is going to go ahead and stay in the ball game and play third now. Dan Otero is out from the bullpen now as he'll work in his 3rd game so far this spring.
Grim, that was a good save opportunity to him.
Here it comes on 1-1. Shot back up the middle, and that's a base hit, so a chance for some important insurance here to kick off the bottom of the 8th.
Well, these guys have been high on effort, but low on results so far. They're still stuck on 2 runs, but at least they've got a leadoff base runner here to start this inning.
To short, hit hard, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
All over those first 2 pitches.
textbook start to the inning right there.
Sitter
Back-to-back hits,
bunting
having been
here,
a
but
good
not with
position.
Rizzo.
Maybe stretch out this one-run lead.
Anthony Rizzo steps in and perhaps looking to drive another one out of the park just like he did in the second. Looking to keep this a one-run game. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again.
Barely got a piece of that.
And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball. Tommy Hunter will be summoned into the toughest situation a reliever can face. Bases are loaded with nobody out. Jorge Soler will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
He had a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances. But he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Tries to get him to chase the curveball away, but it breaks outside. 2-2 now.
Deep breath time now on the mound. You've got to compose yourself. And that strike zone's looking about the size of a tin can.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here.
Pretty close, yeah.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And he gets him swinging. What a big out there, as there is now one away.
This is a
Kyle
better matchup
Schwarber
for him.
gets a great opportunity to drive in some runs and add to this lead, but the double play is in order. Here's a swing, and oh,
got him.
Man. Way out of here. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one, and it's now a 6-1 ball game.
Shouldn't have let me see that curveball 2 pitches in a row. 440,
Yeah,
that's a pretty
2
good
hits
shot.
and a walk got him into this mess, and this isn't going to help matters as he's forced to come in with this one, and it gets turned around for a grand slam.
Zach McAllister is out from the bullpen here as he'll be making his 5th appearance this spring training. Standing in now, Javier Baez. Slider, good 2-strike pitch, but it misses 1-2.
Well, you know, when you're behind in a count like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch, 2 away.
Continue to struggle with Baez.
Digging in to try it again, Miguel Montero. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and they fanned him on a fastball last time, so let's see if they come at him with the hard stuff again.
Helping him out here as he swings and misses to fall behind a ball and 2 strikes. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. Perez
McAllister's
corrals
curveball's
it,
pretty nasty.
and that ends the inning. But the damage is already done as the Cubs plate 4 on this grand slam. Striding in to start the 9th, Zach Walters. And they'll need him to get something going
not
here.
a safe
And
situation
guys, this
anymore,
is
but
the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
Justin Grimm is on, and he'll take over on the mound. 1-2. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now. One thing that man right there will not tolerate, leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a
now
quick
try
outing if that
to
happens.
paint you outside with a fastball.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2.
I wish he had a changeup. Go back to the curveball. Kind of freezing.
And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th.
His pitch repertoire
Now batting,
much
Jose
better
Ramirez.
suited to face
He'll swing
righties.
it from the left side right here. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Yeah, he's still searching for that knockout pitch, but he can't find it here. I think he's going to have to challenge him 3-2.
Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire, so it's ball 4. Jesus Aguilar will get a chance to swing the bat here, and he'll do it in a good spot as he has runners at first and second and nobody out in the inning. Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. First and second here with nobody out.
Really use a ground ball.
And they take him out of the zone here, and he obliges. Not the greatest of swings there for the first out. Joey Butler stands in following an RBI single this first time through. Swing and a miss as he ran that two-seamer right by him for the second out. Ronnie Chisenhall makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning. Zach Roscoe will get the call here as he'll try to work the final third of an inning in the top of inning number 9. 2-1 pitch is a fastball off the plate away, and it's 3-1 now.
Now 3-1. You can afford to look middle in and really turn on something if you get it.
And he misses ball 4, so he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces. Roberto Perez will stand in now, and hey, give these guys credit. They're not going down without a fight.
I'll tell you what.
Throw on to first, and the ball game is over.
Yeah, and you know this home crowd is going to get to drive home happy as their guys come through with a very good win.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. And guys, the Cubs were given an excellent outing on the mound here by this man, Jon Lester. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, he was really overpowering guys out there. Look at the line score. He winds up with 11 strikeouts, and he definitely was a deciding factor in this one.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on.
All right. Next game is against Seattle. Miley's a better pitcher than Paxton. Carnes is a 5th starter. I don't know how Clevenger got that good of a rating. I don't think he's a very good player. What did he do last year? Yeah, small sample size. I'd bet on his previous 300 at bats than 287 average. Why is Chris Taylor so shitty? I think he's a pretty good player. That's pretty optimistic for his offense. He's fallen off some defensively. Okay. Is he really going to start against righties? I'm going to check roster resource. Let's see, they have Ionetta starting. Check Fangraphs, depth charts. Yeah, he's a bench guy. Let's see. Well, Jesus Montero's not going to play. He's not even on the team anymore. I don't know who the hell else to put in that position. I imagine Romero will pick up the rest of the at-bats, but they don't even have him first base eligible. I can fix that. Alright, that looks good. I gotta give a couple of these guys a day off. Throw LaStella in there and have Baez play short. That's a lot of lefties in a row. Alright, that's good enough.
Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today, spring training action from the Cactus League between the Cubs and the Seattle Mariners. And now here's a look at Joe Maddon's lineup for the visiting Chicago Cubs. What do they need to do to get a win on the road here today, Steve?
You got to be swinging at good pitches. Avoid wasting at-bats by going out of the strike zone on this guy.
All right.
Now to the plate, Dexter Fowler, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Walker steps into his windup. 0-2 pitch on its way. Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2.
Right in on an 0-2 count against Taijuan Walker, thanks.
Drilled right back up the middle, and that is by him on into center field. So good hitting on 0-2 nets him a leadoff single.
What the hell he's doing throwing a fastball down the middle 0-2.
Well, you know, this is a guy who's going to come right at you, even when he's got you down in the count 0-2. Right here he's thinking punch out. But this one bites off a little bit too much of that strike zone, and he squanders that advantage in the count by serving up an 0-2 single to the first batter he faces.
Standing in now, Jason Hayward. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Fielded cleanly.
Almost still turned
gets
2
him
with
one
that.
gone.
That would have pissed me off.
Well, not exactly what he wanted to do right here, I'm sure, but with the runner moving, no shot at second base to get him, so they're going to move a guy into scoring position here with just one away.
Into the box, Kyle Schwarber. Breaking ball snaps in there for a called strike 2.
Good curveball right there, and that just really froze him.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Swung on in the dirt for the third strike. And the throw to first is there to record the second out. Anthony Rizzo steps up to the plate with a great chance to drive in a run here in the early going.
And you know, you hear it all the time, but scoring first really is a big deal in this game. Statistically, your chance of winning the game goes up quite a bit when you score first. So this is a big opportunity right now.
Slapped hard the opposite way, and that'll get down out there. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score. And he is in there.
And after that leadoff single, it looked like he might work out of the first inning unscored upon. But there is just no conviction behind this pitch.
Barely
and it gets
got
turned
around
around into an
I was a little bit worried
RBI
he'd
double
go back to that splitter
pushes
again.
across the opening run of this game.
Stepping in now, Ben Zobrist. Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now.
That was payback because I was all over that pitch.
All even at 2-2. Here it is. Lifted in the air out to right. Smith on the run. Oh no, looked like he had it, but it goes right by him. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Oh, this one really hurts. You don't mind seeing this quite as much with the bases empty, but this one's going to cost him a run.
You're going to hit him with an air? He never touched it. I don't know what the hell that was.
Into the box now, Jorge Soler. And that's over. 3-1.
Still a base open here, so you don't have to come in with one if you don't want to.
Hit hard up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. Around third now is Zobrist. Now a long throw home, and they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
That's a good approach right there with 2 away. He's just going to shorten up the stroke and take it right back up the middle.
This is one of the few times that I've had a sustained rally. Most of my runs have come off homers.
In now, Javier Baez. Swing and a miss on the splitter, and it's 1-2.
Well, and he's got a great splitter. You're talking 88 miles an hour. You think you can hit it, but it just disappears on you.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. So 3 runs on 3 hits, 1 error. With a moment here in Seattle, a look at the Mariners starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, EK?
Well, I love what Kyle Seager brings to the table for this
Who the hell
team.
is the
He works hard
manager
at
for
his
the
craft,
Mariners?
and he really knows what works for him at the plate.
John Lackey, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. EK, what do you got?
Yeah, Matty, in his last start, he was pretty effective. Got the win and
never
only
guessed
allowed 2 runs. He's going to try and do that here again.
It looked like a generic guy walking around in their dugout. I don't know if that's actually
Leading off
supposed
the
to be
inning,
Scott Service in there.
Nori Aoki, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. ready to deliver the 1-2. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
Yeah, and you know what? I think we're going to see a lot of this. He's pitching backwards a little bit here. It's a two-strike cut fastball running in, and that guy is no match up there at the plate.
Into the box, Ketel Marte. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Alcantara is there, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Batting third.
I really like Alcantara in this game.
Robinson Cano.
In real life, I don't know if he's going to.
Second baseman Robinson Cano gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame.
Nothing doing so far here. He kind of needs to put up a tough at-bat right here just to make this guy work a little bit.
Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2.
Let's go back to that cutter.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Mariners. They trail it here 3-0.
It's kind of awkward looking. It doesn't look exactly right. Kind of jumps frame by frame when they slow it down like that.
Makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Walker's ready. Full count pitch on its way. And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second. Tommy La Stella gets his first shot here with a man on following the leadoff walk.
You know, guys, we talk about it all the time. Leadoff walks are so dangerous, and we'll see if they can take advantage of this one.
Chop fouled over towards the
I
coaching
couldn't wait
box.
on it. I'm going to try to send the runner here. Stay out of the double play.
Walker removed to first, and a dive, but he's back.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
I'm sending him again.
Set to deal on 2-2. Down the first baseline. Fielded cleanly by Lind. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. So definite problems on that last play, and they'll hit the first baseman for the error. Dexter Fowler will stand in. He singled to lead off the ball.
What was that?
To score the game's first run.
Did he really just walk around the first baseline without touching the bag?
When the leadoff guy gets on like that, kind of just fuels the momentum. Everybody starts to hit.
He's straddling the bag there. Oh yeah. Spun around, never touched it, and then walked around. That's great. Well, I'm glad it wasn't my team.
And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. He pulls this one into right, but this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out. And he's safe.
Good job there at second base of doing the math in his head and figuring out he can make it up to third. So that puts runners on the corners now with only 1 away.
Jason Hayward stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2.
Now with 2 strikes, he can put the ground ball on the back burner and really go after the strikeout here.
A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate. A lot of deep counts for these guys early on.
And the more the better as far as they're concerned. They'd like to get him out of here as quick as they can.
Hard liner toward short. And a sliding effort there at short, but this ball finds its way through for a base hit. Notch 1 in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate. That makes it a 4-0 ball game.
If he would have fielded that clearly, that would have been a double play for sure.
He's starting to make some mistakes in location, and they're jumping on him. Here, this is out over the plate, and he doesn't miss it. Lines it for an RBI single.
Well, now the Mariners get some action in the bullpen as a left-hander's begun to get loose. Stepping in now, Kyle Schwarber. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
Picking up that splitter a little bit better now.
Right there, just to see if he'd chase. But now with the count even, I think this one has to be in the strike zone because you don't want to run the risk of loading the bases for the cleanup guy.
Runners are at first and second with one away. Still 2-2.
Hopefully it makes a mistake.
Now this is popped up. Room, however, for Iannetta behind the plate. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out.
I think I was late on that, too.
Anthony Rizzo gets a shot now with deuces all around. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 2. Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact.
He's getting lucky that I'm missing that.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
His pitch count has really spiked here in the inning. He's up over 50 already.
Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Cano is there for it.
Yeah, I'm loving the game so far. It's
only one in the
pretty
inning
similar
for the
to
Cubs.
last year's game. There's
on now to the
some
bottom of
minor
the second.
improvements.
It's the Cubs 4 and the Mariners nothing. Nelson Cruz will stand in. He took home a Silver Slugger Award for American League outfielders a year ago.
I'm just waiting for the OSFM roster set to come out, and I'll really dive into franchise. That's why I'm playing spring training games right now. I don't really want to start a real franchise until that roster set comes out.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Chop foul over towards the dugout. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch. Especially
yeah, I know a lot of
fighting
people
so
who do the every other year thing. I'm a big baseball fan, so this is a title I tend to get every year.
Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now.
I don't really want to give him to Cruz. He might go deep.
Hit out towards second. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
Batting fifth, third baseman, Kyle Seager.
Striding into the box, Kyle Seager. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. A little bouncer. That's a foul ball.
This is turning into a great battle at the plate.
Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Seager is retired, 2 down now.
Batting sixth, first baseman,
Adam Lind gets his first chance here, looking to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Hard ground ball. Defense played him perfectly. And that's through for a hit.
I do like that it auto shifts for you because I never bother.
Gives up his first hit here with 2 outs in the second. And that's important because you don't want to let a guy coast through these early innings. You want him out at least a little bit of pressure.
I would want the computer to shift in that.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1.
Instance.
And he takes a called strike 2.
Have a pull heavy hitter like Ortiz or somebody else.
Ripped on the ground to first. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And a good effort as he's able to stick with it and get the third out of the inning. Mariners leave one. They're down 4-0. Ben Zobrist is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
Well, guys, they jumped out to that big lead early on in this game, but you really can't get comfortable. You have to keep putting pressure on.
Another thing I like for that guy said that he last played MLB 14.
Walker peers in.
Can't remember
on its way.
14 had dynamic difficulty settings.
Throw to first in time,
I
and
know
the leadoff man
15
is
was
gone
the first time I played with it. I don't know if they had it in previous years, but I love dynamic difficulty. I know if I have to set the difficulty manually, I tend to make it easier than I probably should.
His first time through.
With the dynamic difficulty you see at the top of the screen, it adjusts as you go based on your performance.
And
I played all last year with dynamic difficulty, and it worked out really well.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Hit down the third base line. There is Seager on to first, and it's dropped. It'll stay right there, though, so there will be no advance.
They're making a lot of errors.
I want you to watch this throw here.
I think this is my
this
8th
isn't
game.
in the dirt. It's
I haven't
not
seen
in
the
the
computer
sun.
make very many
It's
errors,
right there,
so
but
this is a bit atypical.
it just drops it. No real explanation for it. Just a bad error.
James Paxton is out from the bullpen now as he'll work in his third game so far this spring.
James Paxton.
Into the box now, Javier Baez. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Now batting, center fielder
Arismendi Alcantara will stride in. He walked and came around to score his first time.
It's kind of a tough windup to pick up the ball.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
I feel like I got a
In
pretty
danger
good
now
look at
of
it
a
now,
second walk out of the bullpen.
It might change with
Not
Stella
exactly
coming up. He's a
providing
lefty.
relief. He's got to find it here somehow.
On the ground for Cano. This could be
double
2. To second for 1. On to Lind. It's a double play, and the inning is over. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More Cactus League action coming your way after. Leading off the inning, Chris Iannetta, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you know, they've
Despite
fallen
the fact that
behind
I've
by quite a
scored
bit in the early
4
going here,
runs
so they
early in
need
this
a
one,
good
I
inning here to
still
get them
feel
back
like
in
my
the
pitching
game.
is way ahead of my hitting.
Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive.
I didn't jam him.
Here's a fastball in on the fist, and that'll even things up at 2-2. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. And he makes the throw to first. Iannetta is retired, and there's 1 away.
batting ninth.
Leonis Martin stands in for the first time.
I'm going to make him hit the ball.
2-2.
Martin's pretty fast. I don't want to give him a free base. He needs a threat to put down a bunt.
Tap foul at home plate.
I got the second strike.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Tapper right back to the mound. Throw to first gets him, and Lackey looks to be in control here. There are 2 away.
The left fielder, number 8.
Nori Aoki will stand in here. He was set down on strikes to start the home first.
Threw him a cutter the first.
Trying to strike him out for the second time.
2 strikes. I got the curve here.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
He's late on the curveball. He's going to be late on a fastball. That's the man.
Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. Can't imagine guys like that too much.
Try to bring that
Yeah,
back
not
over
too
the
much
inside
indeed.
corner.
You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that high.
And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Taken in by Zobrist. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. A strong inning that time out of John Lackey. His guys are up 4-0. Tommy La Stella is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth. Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2.
All right, so he sort of wasted one up right there. Now I think we'll see a breaking ball down in the zone, trying to get him to swing and miss.
And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
The left fielder, number
Dexter
24.
Fowler will stand in. He singled and later scored back in the first. And this one's high and tight, backing him up 2-1.
Oh, and even though that's not intentional, as a hitter, you still hate to see that ball up around your eyes.
Hit hard towards second. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Jason Hayward will dig in. 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. On the move now is Fowler. Pitch outside. The throw. And they won't get Fowler as he takes second with ease.
And it looks like these guys just don't want to take their foot off the gas pedal. They know even a lead like this isn't safe, especially with a lot of baseball left to be played. So he's on the move here, and he's into second with that stolen base.
Paxton comes set. Here's the 2-1. Drilled to first. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
I get a guy to second, I tend
no
to
way
take
for them to manufacture a run, really. There's a guy on
bigger
third
lead
now,
off the second
but
base.
2 outs. That really wasn't all that helpful.
You can pick up the move from the pitcher easier when a guy's on second than
Kyle
you can on
Schwarber
first. So
will stand in. He struck
you don't
out
have to
and
really
popped
worry
out
about him
in
getting
2
picked
trips.
off, and if there's
4
a
runs,
single, it's
5
easier
hits.
to score if you've
No
got that
errors
extra
so
lead.
far for the Cubbies. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here.
And this is a guy who will not
miss
get
that one
cheated
much.
up there, and he almost came out of his shoes on that one.
And that misses 2-2.
You know, I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
The 2-2 pitch. Hits this one hard the other way. Oh,
that's a
how
nice
about
play.
Cano?
There's nothing I
It's
can do about
there.
that.
He got him.
Oh, love it.
Any questions as to why this guy's a Gold Glover?
Can't be mad
Didn't
at
think
Robinson
so.
Cano.
We're back to Arizona and spring training baseball. After Ketel Marte is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
Hit in the air to center field.
That's exactly what I want Tom
Alcantara
Marte
is
doing.
right there, 1 down.
You get him hitting the ball in the air and keep him off base.
Well, they took him up the ladder right there with the
what I
fastball,
want.
and he actually did a pretty good job to get wood on it at all. But it's still an easy play out there in center field.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Digging in to try it again, Nelson Cruz. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Count is full. Here's the pitch. That's it to short. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 7 in a row he's set down now as the side is retired. Mariners are down in order. They trail here 4-0. Mike Montgomery will come on and pitch for the 7th time here this spring.
Number 37, Mike.
Anthony Rizzo steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. In the air to center field and deep back is the center
crushing the ball
fielder.
with
Back he
Rizzo.
goes, but this is going to be a home
I think
run.
that's my 6th homer of the spring with him.
A A solo home run here for Anthony Rizzo. And the Cubs have now opened this up to a 5-0 lead.
I've struggled a bit with Schwarber. It's been boom or bust. I've got a couple homers with him, but otherwise I haven't done a whole lot. I've struggled quite a bit with Soler and
About the only
Baez.
silver lining to this one from a defensive point of view is it came with the bases empty leading off an inning. You can survive it when this guy's hitting solo shots, but if he's doing this with 2 or 3 men on base, well, then things can really get out of hand in a hurry.
On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
The designated hitter,
Jorge Soler digs in with 1 run in and 1 gone in the inning. Here it comes on 1-1. They'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
That got in his kitchen big time right there.
And that's a swinging
He made me
strike 3 in the
ugly on
dirt.
that.
He makes the throw to first, 2 down.
the batter.
Yeah, a nice job behind the plate. He wants it low, so he's got a good idea that this ball might be in the dirt, so he's able to smother it and then make the strong throw to first.
Standing in now, Javier Baez. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact.
Sitting on that changeup. That was the pitch I was most worried about.
Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Belted high in the air out to left. Aoki going back.
Oh, I just missed.
He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. The Cubs get a run courtesy of Anthony Rizzo. Bottom of the 5th coming up. It's the Cubs 5 and the Mariners nothing.
Yeah, this game's pretty awesome.
Leading off the inning, Kyle Seager. And
Definitely
they'll
my
need him to
favorite
get
sports
something
game.
going here.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game. So just chip away, chip
NBA
away.
2K probably looks a little bit better than
his
this,
first
but
walk.
I certainly enjoy playing MLB.
Now a ball hit in the air, but
NBA.
in play perhaps down the line. And this will fall, but it's a foul ball. Good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. On the ground to third. There is La Stella. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other, 1 away. There's our line score through the first 4.5, and these guys have basically had the bats taken right out of their hands. Just 1 hit to this point. Blackie gets the sign. Here's the 3-0. Swinging away, and maybe a bit too anxious there. Still ahead in the count, 3-1.
I'm not going to give him another fastball now.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. And the cutter can't find the zone as he surrenders the base on balls here. Seth Smith stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Chopped foul right at home plate.
Love to get a ground ball here. Smith's a good double play candidate.
And this is on the ground to first. Could be 2. 1 there on to Rizzo, but a little slow in developing as they'll just get the 1 out. Stepping in, Chris Iannetta. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
And the pitch on 2-1. Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
Yeah, 1 pitch away now from getting through 5.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Brad Mills will come on now and take the ball for the 4th time this spring. Arismendi Alcantara will get settled in here as the Cubs look to get it going in their half of the 6th.
And then I'll turn it over to the bullpen.
Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter is aboard to start the 6th.
Well, it seems to me like you've at least got to make him go after something there. I mean, the bat never left his shoulder. That's making it way too easy for a guy leading off the inning.
And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on.
I was actually thinking about sending the runner too. I'm glad I didn't. I might now that I'm ahead of the count.
Double-barreled action now in the Mariner bullpen as both a left-hander and a right-hander start to throw.
Oh, they've got him picked off. Tagged by Cano, and he is out at second base. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. To 2-2 now. 5 runs, 6 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single. Dexter Fowler ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that third hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
And he goes to a knee to try to knock it down, but it's by him down the line.
Yeah, a hot shot that time and a tough read down there at third base. He just couldn't get the leather on it.
Jason Hayward strides in, grounded out his last time through. 2-2.
Oh shit, I thought I
Pretty
was all over
dangerous
that.
spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots
that's
out of the
late.
zone, but when you miss in
Yep.
the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Aoki is under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Felt like I got a better piece of that than I did. Thought maybe I'd be able to tag up.
Now batting.
Not that it
Kyle
really matters a whole lot with 2
strides
outs.
in now, and we'll see if he can come through with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th.
Well, there's still a lot of this game left, but it is starting to get late. This is a big opportunity that they don't want to let slip away.
Oh, straightened him up there on that fastball. It's 1-2 now.
Yeah, sometimes you give a power hitter like this a fastball at eye level, and he just can't help himself.
Sent on the ground out to second. Cano has it on to first, and the Cubs squander what looked like a good opportunity as that ends the inning. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left
Really
stranded.
thought I was gonna get to that
On to the
pitcher. He
bottom of
wasn't
inning
very
number
good.
6. Cubs lead it 5-0. Leonis Martin will come in now to start things out here in their half of the 6th as they look for a reversal of fortunes here. The first 5 innings have not been particularly kind to them.
And I think that's putting it mildly. Just 1 hit in these first 5 innings. They're going to need to do a better job of finding good pitches to hit. But that fella on the mound has not made it easy on him, and that's for sure.
That's going to even up the count at 2-2.
He's out in front of a fastball. He should be way out in front
Lackey
of the
looks
curveball.
in. 2-2 on its way. And he lays off the curveball. Strike 3 called, and that's going to be out number 1. Nori Aoki will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far.
Well, we've been talking about it a lot, but this offense is just getting shut down right now. And we've seen some really fantastic pitching in this one.
Now batting. The shortstop.
Between
Ketel
Martin,
Marte will
Aoki,
stand in
and
again.
Marte,
He's
they got a
flown
lot of
out in
slap
each of his
hitters.
first
A
2
lot of
plate
speedy
appearances
slap
thus
hitters.
far.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay through the middle of the ball. Think about hitting a line drive right back up the middle.
Got to keep those guys off base in front of
A little
Cano
behind
and
on that
Cruz.
swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Swung on and missed,
I got
and that's
lucky. That
the
was a
final
mistake
out of the
pitch.
inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Mariners. They can't. Welcome back to Baseball on the Show. Getting set for the 7th now with the Cubs out
That
in
was actually a
front.
pretty
And
good game,
before the
I
inning
like.
gets underway, let's get a look at our
So
game
far, it's
summary.
probably been my least
Charlie
favorite
Furbush
of the
is
Cubs
on to
starters.
pitch now
to
as he'll
pitch
take
with.
over to start inning number 7.
Let's see, who haven't I used very often? Go with Neil Ramirez.
Ready on 1 and 2. And they take him out of the zone here, and he obliges. Not the greatest of swings there for the first out.
That's just a nasty slider.
The one, I love
Way
quick
off
counts
the plate.
too as a
Plays
feature.
on the hitter's aggressiveness, and
That guy
he
that
gets him to go
hasn't
after.
played in a couple of years is still here. That's another feature that's fairly new. You've noticed
Into
I've
the
been
box,
starting all
Ben
these counts
Zobrist.
at 1-1, 2-1, 1-2.
And that'll just elude his outstretched glove
Makes the
for a
games go
base hit.
quicker, and I feel like if you start fresh
And you know,
with
as
a
a hitter,
0-0
you're seeing
count,
the ball
I
so
almost
well,
never
you can
take a
pitch
walk.
like that and square it up
I
and
swing
just
at a lot of
hammer
pitches
right
that I
back
shouldn't.
up the middle.
So start with a deep count, and I'm bound to take a couple walks a game. I strike
In
out
now,
more than I
Jorge
otherwise would.
Soler.
Some more
Ripped
realistic
down the
results.
line. A dive, and he can't hang on. And he is in there.
The one downside of quick counts is when they bring in a new pitcher, like they do all the time in spring training. You start with a 2-strike count, and your first look at the guy's windup is a 2 strikes. It's tough.
Javier Baez will stand in. One of the few
It
guys
usually
not
takes a
to
couple
join the
pitches
hit
to kind
parade
of
so
figure out a
far.
guy's release point.
First and
You get a
second
good
now,
look
one man
at
out.
some of what he's throwing.
Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Grounded foul down the line, so he'll tee it up again. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again.
Yeah, congratulations, man.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. There's one. On to Lind. It's a double play, and the inning is over. One left for the Cubs as they're unable to add to their 5-0 lead. Steve Clevenger is up off the bench as he'll be asked to get something started in the home half of the 7th. Neil Ramirez will come on now as he'll take over in inning number 7.
Ramirez.
And a good curveball gets him swinging for route number 1.
And sometimes up there you just get completely fooled. I mean, I think he changed his mind about swinging at this pitch about 3 different times while it was on its way to the plate. I'm going to swing. No. I'm going to take it. Oh, well, I better try to at least foul it off. And in the end, he got nothing.
Throw gets him 2 down.
Third baseman number
Kyle Seager will dig in for the 3rd time now. He struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. That's in there, and it'll run the count to full 3-2. You have to say they've really had a good game
really
plan
wanna
for
go to that
attacking the
curveball,
3,
but
4, 5 hitters all game long.
Least consistent pitch.
And I think the only thing that's better
that
than
should have been
game
strike
plan
3.
has been the execution of that game plan. You're
I would have
exactly
been
right.
pissed
They
if this
know
was a
this
close
lineup
game.
at bay.
And he's saying, give me a break. I mean, that pitcher's right there. And I tell you, though, complaining like that is only going to squeeze that strike zone a little more.
Goes to Jesus Montero. Where did he end up? I know he got waived the other day. Who signed him? The Blue Jays. They signed everybody's cast-off first basemen.
Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. 1 left for Seattle. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Jesus Montero will stay in the ball game as he'll take over at first base. Evan Scribner makes his way toward the mound now as he'll appear in his 6th ball game of the spring. Luis Sardinez.
Scribner's an interesting guy for nerds like me.
He takes over at second.
He had a great strikeout to walk rate last year, but just gave up a bunch of homers.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
It'd be fun to keep an eye on him to see if he gets that home run rate in check with Seattle. He'd probably have a really good year out of their bullpen.
Hit hard to the right side, but foul, so we'll see if he can straighten that out. hit hard on the ground to second. Sardinius is there. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Shit, I gotta get a pitcher up.
Third baseman.
In now, Tommy La Stella. He singled his last time up. Now the 0-2 pitch. Line drive to center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out. Dexter Fowler digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. Two 1, here it is. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
One thing I'm not
Jason
sure
Hayward would be next.
it's real, but I kind of suspect it might be true. Is I think the quick counts might be generated
Swing,
based
line,
off of
drive.
a guy's
That's
plate
going to be
discipline.
trouble. Heading for second now is Fowler.
Yeah, a guy like Fowler has really good plate discipline
Fowler
in the
around
game.
second. He's
and
headed
in
for
real
third.
life.
The relay throw, the tag, and he is out at third. And with that,
That was a really bad base running decision.
3 up, 3 down for the Cubs.
But anyway,
they hold a 5-0
he has really good
lead.
plate discipline, and it seems like
Leading off the
the
inning,
counts that are
Seth
generated
Smith, and
are
they'll need him to
often,
get something
you know,
going
even
here.
And so
or in
far in
his
this one,
favor.
they're still getting shut out. So this leadoff at bat could be huge
It
if he
seems
can
like I
just
come
get
up in a
on
lot of
base,
bad
'cause
counts
they've been
with
held
guys
in
like
all game.
Javier Baez who don't have very good plate discipline.
C.J. Edwards
And
is on to work
if that's
as he'll
really
take
the
over
case, they
here in the
programmed it
8th.
that way.
Number
It's
6,
kind of a nice little touch. But
C.J. Edwards.
I don't know if that's the case or if it's just something I've imagined.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
And this is where a guy who's been around a long time knows, hey, we're not going to make up the difference with just one swing. It's going to take base runners. So that's
Edwards
a
has pretty
job
good
of
stuff,
being
but really shitty
patient at the
control.
plate.
When I hit the regular season, he's probably not going to make the team.
Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2. One thing that man right there will not tolerate, leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Chris Iannetta ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
And a fastball misses there, ball 4. Leonis Martin will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
Wow.
I think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get
That
into
was
that
an
bullpen,
upper 90s
the tougher it's
fastball,
going to
and
be
he's
to
way
claw
out
back
front.
from this deficit.
Yeah, it was only 93. Exaggerated a bit.
A 2-2
Supposed to
count.
change
Here's
up
the
now.
pitch. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes. Stephen Romero will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and it's full 3-2.
And now 3-2, 2 out. He'll be helped by the fact that
Oh
runner
wow,
will get
that
a
was a
head
really good
start
piece
out.
of hitting.
And that
There
finds
was
its
any
way
way
through
he'd
for
hit
a
that
base hit.
curveball if I got it over the plate.
Maybe a chance here to put a dent into that scoreboard after all. This gives him a couple guys on base now here in the late going. And at the very least, another hit here could be enough for them to avoid the shutout.
Changeup
Keeping
has
it
been the
down
best
here
pitch.
as it's to 1-2.
And the M's just need that one big hit that's been eluding them.
Try to get him to chase a high fastball.
Froze him for strike 3, and
Well,
that
that works.
retires the side. A golden opportunity to get on the board. Here goes for naught. More. Stephen Romero will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field. Sean O'Malley will stay in the ballgame as the new shortstop. Joe Whelan will come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th.
Somebody would have asked me, I would have felt pretty confident that
Here's
Joe
the
Whelan was a
1-1
left-handed
delivery.
pitcher.
Had
That's a
nibbled the
surprise.
corner there, but missed. 2-1.
Well, that's a pretty good spot to try and lock him up inside, but you know, he can turn on that location if that's out over the
Somebody would
plate.
have asked me what team Joe Wheeland was on before this.
High and deep
probably
to
would have
right
made
center
10
field.
guesses before I got to the
Martin
Mariners.
going back to the track. And a climbing attempt at the wall, but this ball is gone. A solo shot that time off the bat of Jason Hayward. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Yeah, and this is just a fastball right here, but I'm pretty sure it's not where he wanted it. This has got some elevation to it, and that's one of those where you know
right
it's going to
down the
be a
pipe.
home run as soon as you let go of it.
Stepping in now, Kyle Schwarber. And he comes back with a gorgeous slider there for strike 2. Now this is popped up. Room, however, for Iannetta behind the plate. And a rather easy first out.
Might have had thoughts about going back-to-back here. This is right where he likes it, and he took a big swing at it. Wound up getting just a bit underneath it and popping it straight up.
Into the box now, Anthony Rizzo. Swing and a little tapper. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now.
Thought for a second there I was going to get another one with
Looking
Rizzo.
for the strikeout.
That
Here's
pitch was
the
elevated
1-2.
a little bit more.
Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Hit sharply toward the right side. But taken in over at first for the second out, as that might have been extra bases if it were 3 feet higher. Into the box now, Ben
here.
Zobrist. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Smoke toward the hole. And a backhanded reach at first,
that was
but he
actually
can't
a
flag
slider.
it down.
Now batting.
At the plate, Jorge Soler. Already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. Here's the 3-0. Here's a high pop-up. Seager is there for it. And that retires the side.
Got the fastball I was
Cubs
looking
tack on
for,
another
missed it.
courtesy of this solo home run. Last chance coming up. Striding in to start the 9th, Luis Sardinas. And they'll need him to get something going here. Manny Parra will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Lifted in the air to center. Alcantara has a read on it. Oh, it's off his glove and it drops. Around second. He'll try for third. And he will make it all the way to third now, as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
Well, you know, he does have a long way to go to get to this ball, but geez, once you get there, catch it. I think he's going to tell you that he should have caught that ball, and the official scorer, he's going to agree with him too.
Yeah,
He's going to get smacked with an error.
Chris Taylor will come off the bench in a great RBI spot, as he's got a runner at third here and nobody out.
Taylor.
Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Swung on and hit softly on a line. Foul. A runner in scoring position with none out. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. So coming to the plate, Kyle Seager, although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him.
And that's exactly what I'd expect them to do. No reason to give him the pitch that he likes.
And to score is the runner from third. It's a 6-1 game. And he'll get in there safely. Jesus Montero will stand in to keep things going. And I don't know, Steve, is the comeback on?
Well, at the very least, I like that they're showing some character out there. They never want to go down without a fight, so they're going to make these final at-bats count.
And indeed, the throw will finish him off as
All
they
right,
get the
one more
put out
out.
at first, and there are 2 away now. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. Lays off 2-2 now.
Busting in.
Full count now. 3-2.
Now on 3-2, you got to go with your strength.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
And you know what? I don't care who you're playing. You know, it's never easy to go out on the road and win any game. So that was a great effort by them in every phase of the game.
Well, now I'm up to all-star difficulty in pitching. That's probably going to start to get pretty tough here soon. I think the most runs I've given up so far was 3, and it came on the 3-run homer.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory.
I've settled
and
in
guys, the Cubs were given an
veteran
excellent outing on the mound
difficulty.
here by this man, John Lackey. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, not the longest outing he'll ever have. He only made it 6 full innings, but he definitely brought his good stuff to the ballpark, and he winds up helping his guys get out of here with a victory.
Alright, I think that's all I'm going to play for now. I've actually got some shit I got to do. I fucking wish I could play this game all day, but life. Alright, later. Thanks for watching.